Aloha, huku, ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. Okay, we're going to open up with these downloads. So yesterday when I was cycling, I saw a truck go by and it says the adventure starts here. Okay, so the adventure starts here. We're going to take a look at what the adventure is. And then when I was running, I saw in the mirror, which is about some kind of self-reflection that you guys are having through introspective, I'm hearing intercommunication, where you're receiving a lot of internal affirmations for something. This could be through like an internal deep knowing that you have as you begin to look at life through the eyes of the soul. I saw an owl wink, and I feel like this is again like your intuition or your higher self coming in, and it's like you already know this adventure is beginning, and I'm hearing like witnessing the beginning phases of it, okay? The initiation. And I'm hearing like the culmination of something, the culmination. It's like you're seeing things accumulate into your experience. Let me see real quick. Is that even a word? Culmination. The culmination of something, it means to have the process of adding things together. So yeah, this is like you adding pieces together. It says the summation of numbers or small pieces of evidence. So this could be like a lot of synchronicities that you're actually receiving during this time, but you're summing something up. And I'm seeing something, you know, when someone is like sensing something, like you're sensing certain things during this time. Okay, yeah, confirmation, a lot of like tangible synchronistic events, heralding the arrival of something new in your life, okay? And then I saw a universal on a card too, so I do feel like this is about universal changes, and it's interesting because we have the multiverse here at the base too. So I feel like you're literally about to step into a whole new universe because the universe in you has shifted completely, and now reality is corresponding to those internal shifts. And you're kind of witnessing the reconfiguration of reality I'm hearing like a bend in your favor where the illusion is existing to serve you. And then I saw advantage of a concrete. I actually have a photo of this, but it's like, that's the only one I could actually capture. But yeah, it's an advantage concrete. That's what it said on a truck. So I feel like the advantage is that you have a very solid foundation. I'm hearing like a very solid, you know, when you build rapport with like professional alliances, I'm seeing that in the community card, in the energy oracle, but there's something about energetic celestial alliances that you've built like a great and established a great connection with that are assisting you, okay? So yeah, these could be different guides are encoded in your field, but you have this very strong connection. You are the key to move freely between the physical and the non-physical realm. But yeah, you're like recovering memory of just how many, I'm hearing like guides and archetypes have been pretty much assigned to assist you at this evolutionary leap. Okay, I'm hearing like there's a leap that you're taking right now in the evolutionary historical timeline. Yeah, so there's something that you're doing that's gonna about to like seal the deal. Okay, it's gonna solidify something, a change that happens in history. Okay, so this is definitely going to mark a very monumental time in your life, not just for you, but also those who have came before, because I feel like this is something that you have deeply suppressed, or these were like suppression, survival mechanisms that you had inherited in order to be able to transcend. And because of your evolution and you evolving into this higher expression of yourself, where fear is no longer constricting you or constraining you or restricting, I'm hearing like your bloodline in some way, your ancestors are now ascending through your own ascension process. Okay, I knew there was a lot that was going to come through, but yeah. And then I saw dream and nurture. So I feel like you guys are nurturing some kind of dream. And again, this is about you being one fractal of infinite potential that has incarnated into this physical realm in order to have these tangible experiences and to have a human experience. And you're seeing this as like an earth playground, you know, a place that you can create and just display your infinite potential and how you want to, I'm hearing you get to decide how you want to distribute that. But there's a plethora of tangible human experiences that do await you upon this adventure that you're being called to embark on. And yeah, I feel like there's a series of I'm hearing like experimentation processes that are going to be coming away. Then when I went to go and type in owl on my notes, because that just came through, I was seeing a Truman reading that I did back in 10/03, which is going to be what, like September, October 2024, I think. 9 is September, 10 is, oh, no, October. And owls usually represent an aspect of yourself that's emerging during this time that's going to guide and direct you towards opening up your creative power. You could be opening up your vision during this time, your psychic abilities and hidden wisdom that you cannot see but you can feel, and it's helping you foresee certain things. So this could be messages from your guides. And there was a specific scene in the astral realm where you guys were holding basically an owl at a party, and it was for like a party trick, and then you asked if you could also take a photo with it. And this represents, again, some kind of self-reflection that you're having with your inner self, and also a moment in time that you're capturing. So there could be like a huge shift upon the horizon, and this scene was all to do with a magician. So there could be certain energies that you're kind of alchemizing, and there was also a huge frequency gap between you and an old way of being, you and a frequency gap between an old, nucleus family of some kind. So this is like people that you used to like connect with in some way. You may feel like there's more of a disconnection there just because you're no longer in resonance with an old way of being on an old paradigm. So yeah, there's a huge frequency gap as you are being summoned to enter into new timelines. So this could be a wake-up call, also could be like a spiritual contact or connection. But the one message that was coming through today was that and it's been coming through for the past few days, focus less on what you're rejecting yourself from or what you're feeling rejected from in regards to an old paradigm or old connections. There is a new, I'm seeing internal network that you're being guided towards. Your internal network is leading you to new external places. Focus on that pull right now in regards to where you're being pulled instead of where you feel like you're kind of being pushed out from. And this is universally happening. I feel like this is a new kind of ebb and flow stage that you're learning to surrender to, okay? It's so that you can begin to make room for new creations to unfold in your life, okay? So just trust that process. So yeah, this is major processes, and your awareness is definitely going to be expanding in dramatic ways. But yeah, this whole astral travel was about a Truman Show energy. So you're definitely kind of having this huge shift that's happening there, okay? We may talk about this at a later date. But let's go ahead and continue, right? Let's see what this energy is in regards to the adventure. Let's open up with a Cosmos Oracle message. Tell me about the adventure. The adventure is constellation. We love it, right? The stars are aligning in your favor. Let's go ahead and read this energy. It's extremely auspicious. And then we have wormhole at the base. So this is a shortcut, right? This is like the river of stars and seas are leading you towards your destiny, which is all that you already are. It's not something that you'd rather be. So you guys are thinking from the desire. You're not thinking towards the desire, because that means you're more in resonance with its absence than you are of it, right? So this is knowing that you realize that this is something that you're being led towards that has already came to be. You're just going to be witnessing the becoming of it. Because there's a lag time in the third dimensional construct, is there not, right? So let's go and read. We opened it on wormhole, so we'll do this. This is about the unfolding of time, where you're leveraging as a quantum being instead of just you're leveraging as a quantum being to realize that you're here to witness a linear construct of time from one perception, but that's just one small perception, and you're widening your vision into a far greater, wider universal truth where you can realize that you're being guided towards events that have already unfolded in your favor. It's just that. So entering a wormhole is a powerful shortcut. This is how you begin to collapse time, right? So this could be about literally you're being guided to take certain steps, to take certain risks during this time that's going to lead you directly to the goal. Enjoy this shortcut in time, as it can bring a paradigm shift, okay? So this is a powerful shortcut. And it's going to help you do something much quicker, to see the result of something much quicker as well. Because I'm hearing you're already embodying the energy of the result. So this could be you feeling the energy of your future in the now, okay? Before its arrival, okay? Even if for the gratitude for things that are already being, aligned in your favor with constellation. So this talks about a magical connection which links the points of your constellation. Again, this is like an interconnected system. So constellations are groups of light energy and formation of a system that can refer to various things, cosmic and or terrestrial family, signs, people, things that are connected, divine groups forming a whole. So again, this is like a different nucleus, and the nucleus is the core of the cell, right? It's the center of the cell. So the center of your being literally in a cellular level has shifted. You guys have gone through, I'm seeing cellular turnaround or upgrades, where again, you're literally going through a major upgrade in your external reality as a result of that, right? I'm hearing like being able to upgrade certain belief systems as well. Okay, so this shows a group of guiding stars, landmarks. So this could be again with landmarks. There could be very something that you're being guided to do that leaves a lasting impact. And I'm hearing you're going to see how guides are also being placed on your path to assist you and to leave a lasting impact on you. They guide us towards the next step and provide us with information so that we know if we're in the right position for where we want to be headed. So again, this is like a summation of things, right? A summation. That was the word that I said, right? A summation of things. Yeah, but something culminating, like something that you're adding up, something that has been accumulating throughout your experience where you're realizing, all right, this is too much to just, I'm hearing like, it's too much to just dismiss or discard. Constellations are natural compasses for the human beings and are our way of orienting our soul with the road ahead on planet Earth. Yeah, the road ahead. There's something around your head. You're ahead of your time. That's what I'm seeing. You're like ahead of your time in some way. All right. But trust that you're being led there at the perfect place at the perfect time, because I'm seeing like a surprise party energy again, which we got a while ago, but I'm seeing it as you've had this prophecy, all right, where you've seen a snippet of your destiny before it unfolds, like a final scene or setting, and you know kind of where you're being led or the direction of that, and you know where you want to go, basically, you know why you want to go there. There's a very strong feeling in regards to it, but the how and the when is something that you're going to be guided, and trust that everything is going to be properly, I'm hearing, set in stone to welcome your arrival. Okay, there's something around, I'm hearing like the hospitality of this, right? It's almost like you're going to be welcomed into this new reality with open arms. That's definitely what it feels like. There's this strong like hospitality energy for some reason. It's like the universe wants to grant you with something. The universe wants to give you something. I'm also seeing the gift card in the kipper. So the universe wants you to receive something. Okay. Let's see what this is. Let's clarify with the constellation. What did we take a look at? That was where the adventure starts. So this could be like a journey, right? Where you're following, again, the river of stars and seas towards your destiny, right? Realizing that it's all that you're ready on or something that you'd rather be. We have the water song and garden chimes. That's the one that like stood the test of time, right? As we... just too good. I'm joking. Sometimes it just comes out, you know. Anyway, let's see. I've never even seen that card. We have 4 of Embers. Wow. Celebration and a homecoming. Yeah, this is a celebration. It's a homecoming. 4 of Embers is also about something taking a tangible form in your reality. Okay, so this is like very physical things. And then you also have the 8 of Chalices here at the base. So the 8 of Chalices is the 8 of Cups. So it does require you to kind of like walk away from some type of comfort zone or old way of doing things, right? Every adventure requires a first step. And it's like you're on your way and you may not, you know where you're going, but how you're going to get there is going to be revealed to you. Okay, 4 of Wands. I'm seeing like there's people that you're going to meet on your path. There's things, the opportunities that are going to be revealed to you as you embark on this journey, and it's all going to make sense in time. Okay, so for celebration, home, and community. In the heart of the woods, you find an old wooden shrine radiating a peaceful, magical glow. Within this shrine are 4 candles, a bowl of spring water, and a figure offering a blessing. Everything housed in the shrine is protected from the pummeling rain and lightning above. Small flags adorning the roof are scrawled with green glyphs that offer good luck, fortune, time for celebration, and peace. Perhaps these sigils protect the shrine, for even in this wild storm, the candles have stayed lit. And that's what I'm seeing. There's something around you guys you have like this mastery over like your empathic abilities. Instead of feeling like you're overwhelmed by what you're feeling and what you're sensing right now, there is this mastery that you're having over it, in terms of you're not this candle that's just flickering in the wind and having the external stimuli control or govern your internal state, but instead it's your internal state that begins to govern how strong you stand in your own light during this time, and how that eternal light forever guides your path, right? So I'm hearing even on the darkest nights, right? So the shrine shows itself to us when we are approaching a midpoint in our journey. It reminds us that the work is not over yet, but that does not mean we can't take a pause to celebrate and self-care. Your journey will be much easier with proper rest and reflection. Often when we power through things without stopping, we may get there faster, but not as well off. So there's something about enjoy the scenery of the shifts that are happening right now. Like, this moment requires nothing more of you than just to become a sacred witness of the events that are unfolding in front of your eyes. So that's with the first energy, with constellation. The adventure starts, and enjoy the scenery changes as you're in the beginning stages of this major adventure, because constellations lead to, I'm hearing huge culminations, okay? So there could be a lot of things that you're going to look back at and reflect in regards to how this phase in your journey is so interconnected, and it was so pivotal, I'm hearing, what's it called when you show somebody to introduce you to new connections, introduce you to new opportunities. But there's something about an introduction for you to receive something, okay? That's like an introductive energy. And that's how the stories always begin, right? There's always like a beginning phase. That's like an introduction that happens when it comes to new characters that are going to be playing a part in your story. Yeah, and also new places that you're going to be going. Oh, this is very interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Fool's Journey or the Hero's Journey, where he goes on to meet all of these different gatekeepers, you know, that serve as like puzzle pieces that make up the bigger picture of his life. It's like all of these introductions. I'm seeing again like the handshake card, which we got in the reading before this, which is about meeting with a stranger could be significant. And also I'm seeing like also non-physical handshakes. So this also could be guides in the non-physical realm that you're going to be being introduced to as well, okay, to assist you at this stage in your journey. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing the hospitality of this as well. I'm seeing like you guys walk through a portal, walk through an energetic knowing, right? And I'm seeing like the hospitality is crazy. I don't know what other word to describe this as, but the catering, like the way that the universe is going to be catering to you, and there's so many celestial light helpers. They're assisting you in ways that you don't fully understand. It's like I'm hearing it's all when it really does remind me, there's this one card in this deck, and it says how the universe is always working in ways that you cannot always see, and it talks about how just because you can't see what's going on doesn't mean that things aren't going on. And for example, in that card, it talks about how the bin men come, every morning or once a week, or, wherever it is where you guys are, and they take out the rubbish. Like they clear certain things for you. And just because you don't see or watch that process every time it unfolds doesn't mean that it's not happening. And I'm seeing like your arrival at this new kind of location or destination, and there's, it's like, I'm seeing like, again, the hospitality, like you're offered, do you want something to drink? Do you want something, like, what can we do for you? It kind of reminds me of that energy. So I'm not sure what this is, but let's see. Okay, let's see. What is this? I'm actually really curious. What's this energy that I'm feeling? Okay. Energy. That's so funny, right? Yeah, what's this energy that I'm feeling? That's energy. Like, it just makes sense, Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like, this tells me things are exactly as they seem, okay? And what it seems like is everything is not what it seems like. There's so much that's happening for you guys in ways that you cannot fully see, because we have Parsec and Stratus Pause. Okay, so let's go ahead and read all of these energies. And again, it's almost like it's happening in a synchronicity. It's happening in 3. Ooh, and then you have Pluto here at the base. Pluto basically talks about unavoidable transformation, okay? Yeah, we are going to read that after as well, because that's very, very significant with the true moon energy. Okay, let's go ahead and read parsec and stratosphere. Wow, this is brilliant. I'm so excited to unveil this and see what's going on. Because I feel like there's a lot of mystery, and I like a little bit of a challenge. Okay, parsec. Yeah, I feel like the journey is going to be exciting within itself, because it's almost like I don't want to rush too ahead and clarify this, because I'm like, well, I'm kind of enjoying like the unfolding of this. I feel like there's something that you're going to unfold and kind of get curious about. I feel like Spirit wants you to get really curious about, like, what does this meeting mean? Or what would this opportunity mean for me? How would that alter the trajectory of my life? You know, there's something around this interconnectivity, right, that's playing a huge part to support the story of your life. So this represents distance between one object and another, one place and another, one being and another. The distance creates a pause and the necessary air to be in the field from another place. Okay, so making space, listening to silence, touching nothingness, looking at the void, tasting the new, perceiving the aroma of calm, and meditating with the key senses to bring clarity. This is definitely like the calm. Yeah, not just before the storm, but after the storm, and knowing that's the same calm, that transformation is always brewing, and there's about to be a huge change in scenery. So yeah, this shows empty the mind of noises, images, movements which do not help, create a blank space with distance, and we can appreciate the space to fill later with new apparitions which are not taking place as they are unable to find an open space. Yeah, so this talks about basically, you know how you allow the pendulum to swing. There's something about creating a lot of negative space, and that doesn't mean I'm talking about bad. If you guys just like did art or anything of this nature, you know what I talk about when I say negative space. Even if you do like design or what's it called, like development processes, even if you do anything remotely to do with creating, okay, in this experience, and we're all natural creators, right? So we're also run creators. Negative space means that you're leaving space for the universe to have everything unfold as it should. You know, that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're giving space for the universe to unfold and bring in new, I'm hearing like apparent desires that may come in unexpected forms. Okay, so be aware of that. And I'm talking about desires of the soul as well. All right. Okay, so a pause for the new flow, distance from the space where we can find bodies, movement, and continuity. This place where all the matters contain calls for some time in order to make enough room. 999 is the portal, and 999 talks about release. In my angel number message deck, it talks about the magic is in the release. The release is where the magic happens. So there's something about releasing the need. I'm hearing to have something super structured or rooted right now, especially because we're in eclipse season, right? Eclipse season is among us. This is going to happen in ways that you cannot possibly fathom right now. Okay, it's the human makes plans and the universe laughs, because the universe has so much more in store for you in ways that you cannot possibly see. Okay, it's going to happen in a way where when you look back, I'm hearing it's insurmountable. Okay, so there's something around you just couldn't top this. Like you wouldn't have been able to top just how perfect this transitional pause was for you. Okay, stratus pause. So this is a transition stage, transformation led by personal choice. The stratus pause, basically it talks about where you're going on this new journey, and this place of transit is just like a bus stop, right? It's a bus stop is not a permanent place that you stay. A bus stop is a place of transit. A bus stop is where you're about to be picked up and often dropped off and also picked up to be led to a new destination. So yeah, that's the energy that's coming through for sure. And it talks about two polar opposites to choose from. Nothing nor no one stays here for long. The decision about where to go comes from us. It's left or right, yes or no. The important thing is to know that nothing pulls us to any of them more than our final determination. The result of this determination will be affected by the brief period we spend there. So how do you feel? Spirit showing me, especially with Pluto here at the base, which is about death and rebirth, how do you feel about this in between no man's land phase that you're in right now. Because this is what you'll find as you open the door to a new life. This is what is being woven for you on the other side of the door that you cannot see right now. And Spirit's showing me basically the death card, where you walk out of one door and the new door can't open unless you're willing to close that door. So this is like a final decision, and you're kind of in the corridor. It may feel like you're in a waiting room right now, right, to the human. And especially in this linear construct, because really everything's happening all at once. But in a linear construct, we'll talk about you're in the corridor and there is a door. There is many doors for you to choose from, but you're kind of creating what's on the other side of that door based upon your relationship to death. Do you see death as, because again, your vibrational frequency at the time of death is going to dictate the next course of events that you go on to experience. So are you leaving these experiences based off of a high note? You know, this is it's a universal application. It applies to physical deaths. It applies to our state of implosion, right? Where we begin to, I'm hearing like dismantle ourselves from old systems and old paradigms and realize that we're making room for new ones and new ways of being and new opportunities to come in. And I'm hearing like there's a huge surge when it comes to this. But yeah, get excited before you even open that door. Get excited for even being in the waiting room, because a lot of people don't even make it here. So nothing is really set in stone until you decide what you want to be on the other side of that door. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. So get clear about what that actually is and sit in that desire like you already know it's waiting for you on the other side of the door before you physically open it, before you physically take action towards it, because that's what creates a shortcut. Instead of fearing what's on the other side of the unknown. Instead of feeling like you're bracing for what's on the other side of that new door or feeling overpowered, begin to embrace it and feel empowered by what awaits you. Because again, with hospitality, well, honey, the universe is literally cultivating and curating this new experience for you on the other side of the door, according to your vibrational state and frequency. That's going to dictate what it is that you're going to experience. That will dictate what you see on the other side of the door. Okay, so let's go to read Pluto. So yeah, focus on the pull. What is pulling you, right? Focus on what's actually pulling you instead of where you feel like you're kind of removing yourself from in some way, or I'm hearing what even the things that you feel like may even be removed from you in some kind of way. But there's never really a removal or really an ending. The energy is just going to be transferred or recycled. Okay, so unavoidable transformation, the poetic legend. Once upon a time, a planet named Pluto was once part of our solar system. Pluto belonged to our family for many years. One day, the laws keeping Pluto as one of us changed. But who was in charge of what laws? How did it happen? We could debate this for hours. There were still some who considered it a planet, others who did not. The silver lining of this story is that Pluto soon found its new tribe without much need for recognition. Make, Haumea, and many others were always there among the so-called dwarf planets to welcome him. If you don't belong, don't belong. What's the silver lining of this death? Can you find it? Because I'm hearing that is what is going to set you free. Okay, let's read a little bit of energy as well. Energy, everything which exists in energy in different forms. Nothing can escape from it, nor can it be created. It only transforms itself. So you are energy. You are transforming yourself. Yeah, this shows movement and light. It shows strength. Maybe you feeling mentally stimulated by a thing or situation during this time. And there's a beautiful omen, okay? If you're facing conflict, we should review the energy that we put into it and transform it. Okay, all forms of energy can be transformed through the correct processes. In the transformation process, we can lose or gain a form of energy, but the total amount will stay constant. So it's like you're converting, I'm hearing you're converting like timelines. You're converting a system. There's something around you're converting a system of some kind. And this could just be like an old system of doing things. But there's like a conversion of energy that's happening. Right, let's see. What was this energy? Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. All right, the Nine of Embers. Well, we got this in the last read as well. So the Nine of Embers basically says that you're one step away from the finish line. We literally have the 10 of Trees as well that's split there. So this is about, you're literally stepping into your legacy. Like you're witnessing the beginning of that journey. And then we also have the Romantic. So this could be you taking inspired action towards a dream. And yeah, you're one step before the finish line. So we'll go ahead and read this Nine of Wands again. Let's see. So Nine of Wands basically talks about the last stand, grit and resilience. It talks about you've been through it and you're exhausted. And this just seems like the finale you didn't need. This is your last push and you can see the end of the distance and you know that if you can make it there, everything will be okay. When this shows up, don't let the fatigue set in. You're nearly there, be resilient and push on to whatever determination you have left to finish your quest. So again, I'm hearing this is the quest that has been reserved for you since the beginning of time, okay? And now you're stepping into a time where a new time begins, all right? This is a new journey. And this is it, the climax of your journey. What you do now will determine the rest of your story. So yeah, this is like very imperative that you basically lock in and that your actions align congruently with your desires right now. And there's no dissonance between that. Right, let's go ahead and read some of the Romantic too. The Romantic is the Knight of Cups. So this basically talks about, it's a character who chooses to see the ideal beauty in things, but can also easily be wrapped up in their own emotions. So it teaches you to move forward with a heart and mind, and surely love will follow. Okay, so yeah, focus on the good, right? Focus on how you're going to bring something to life. And it usually is, again, somebody taking inspired action. And there's something about your... This is divinely inspired action. That's what this is. This is divinely inspired action. That's what this is. This is divinely inspired action. Okay, I see. Okay, let's see. That's what it is. It feels not just inspired, but divinely inspired. So you have deceit. So with deceit, there's a very strong energy in regards to don't deceive yourself and don't betray yourself, especially with the Knight of Cups, because this character can have a tendency to basically give up when things get hardest and instead live in the fantasy of their head, where there's so many potentials and things that exist in energetic potential, yet they don't take action on any of them at all. There's a difference between realizing that the universe is always aligning in your favor for you to collapse certain outcomes into space and time, and also just thinking that the universe is going to show up for you without you taking action on anything. Like, all a man is the effect of his cause. And there's something about, you can't not take a cause, right? Like, there's no time to inaction than non-action, right? So it's like you're right, your next action determines the story of your life, right? And if you choose not to take action towards that, well, that's a disservice to yourself. That's something that you have to visit within yourself with deceit. Like, what is stopping you from taking action? Is it you? Is it the biochemical wiring? Is it the bioelectrical wiring? Is it things that you've inherited ancestrally? Where does that stem from? Does it stem from fear? But where may you be deceiving yourself from taking action in the physical realm, right? We have the root chakra, and then we have Archangel Uriel right behind that. So this is about bringing your non-physical into the physical, right? Translating your divinity into the physical realm and being able to be completely congruent in that. Okay, so that's like a strong message that's coming up that you needed to hear. Okay, like, again, you're having a human experience in the third dimensional realm. You have to take action towards certain things. You can't just dream. You can dream it into being, but you have to reinforce that dream through your action. A lot of things require physical action because you're in a physical third-dimensional realm, you know? Covenant, sacred contract, and then we also have tidy house. No, you can't have it both. You can't have what's on the other side of the door and also keep things with you. There's certain things you cannot bring with you. Maybe it's certain belief systems. It's completely, what's the word? It's a contradiction. There is something contradicting that is showing up here between our tidy house and covenant. Part of this agreement, okay, I'm seeing like somebody again sign something. Part of this agreement of having all of this level of hospitality and the new things coming away, it comes with a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is to make sacred. And in Korban, in Hebrew, it means that something new is drawing near, right? Something new is drawing near if you sacrifice, which is to make yourself sacred again, right? To see the sacredness in the journey, see the sacredness in the sacrifice. Maybe some of you are choosing to leave certain people behind. Not necessarily even behind, but you just, again, there are experiences that are just no longer supporting your highest expansion. They've assisted you when it comes to growing to a certain stage or phase in your journey. But there is a new self-organizing, well, there always has been a self-organizing system, but you're going to see how the universe is kind of self-organizing your reality to assist you in this next evolutionary stage or phase. And this could be about an old environment. This could be about an old connection, whatever it is, to things, people, circumstances that are just, again, it's not a conductive, it's not a highly conducive environment for you. It doesn't support your highest growth and expansion. In fact, it will actually become your biggest detriment. It will actually become a liability to what you go on to experience. And if you even will go on to like experience the things that you've been dreaming, especially with me talks. This talks about you're at your 11th hour. The clock has not yet struck 12, right? It's not yet struck 12, but there is an elimination process. Not that things are eliminating, but there is a cleansing process and there's a purifying process in which you must go through. Yeah. Some of you need to hear that. Let's get one more. I'm hearing like, don't sabotage yourself. Don't sabotage yourself by reinforcing old systems or ways of being flexible, right? This talks about the tree that is strongest is the one that allows itself to be flexible in the winds or the storms of life. So what you resist will become stronger. If you try to resist the winds of change in your life right now, those trees are very rigid and they break in the storm. Or you can allow yourself to become one with the change and allow the change to happen through you and see your reality correspond with that. Allow the change to happen through you to bleed into your external reality. And with a loyal heart, there's something about being loyal and committed to this vision, being loyal and committed to yourself. The highest acts of self-love and acts of service that you can do for yourself are also in the highest good of those around you. So trust that. Some of you, again, you definitely need to hear this message. Even if it's ways that you show up for yourself now that you hadn't done prior. There's certain ways that you operate in this let's say new universe that you are able to embody right now. It's readily available for you to embody right now. Too many. We have soul star energy, which is the high priestess coming out first. So again, Isis energy, grounded energy, and anchoring. So you're definitely anchoring again this otherworldly knowing, right? Let's see. And then you have you are what you seek. Let's read Earth Star. It's the first one that showed up on top of the stack. So let's see. Okay, grounded action. It talks about the high priestess, spiritual guide. It's our gateway to the underworld of the earth, a space of sacred magic and mystery where we find the tools, gifts, and skills the ancients used. to understand the earth and her wisdom. This is where you're following in the footsteps of the earth star, the things that have been pushed down in this incarnation and previous lifetimes. These tools could be helpful for the next phase of your journey. When you draw this card, know that your earth star has been activated and the wisdom you once ignored is finally being acknowledged. The rejected parts of yourself that are now being rediscovered, and there is an opportunity for you to rediscover the magic too, but stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Let the earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if it's time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. So there is something about a complete knowing and being at one in that knowing, okay? Being at peace with that knowing, with this knowing that you have, with this knowing that you hold, okay? Right, we'll close out with a star child message, and then I'll love and leave you guys right there. I trust this is what you need to hear at this stage. We have the crown chakra, which is, again, the connection that you have to the non-physical realm. We also have elders here too. We have some whales and elephants. So again, I do feel like there's a lot of guides and spirit that are assisting you. Yeah, look. As above, so below. 1 3 3 1 there, okay? So yeah, a huge mirror that's showing up there for you guys. As above, so below. As within, so without. Yeah, there's a huge mirror there. Let's actually see what that means. 3 is about, again, major growth. 1 is about a new beginning. 4 is about that happening in very tangible ways. 1 3 3 1. Spiritual growth, positive changes, relationship, and a call to do good, and also a sign to step outside of your comfort zone. Yeah, again, like your comfort zone is going to be detrimental to your soul's highest possible expansion. A time to deepen your spiritual connections, a call to connect with higher realms, right? Confirmation. A time for prayer and meditation, a time to seek guidance from spirit guides or ascended masters, and a significant awakening. Okay, so again, clarification for you guys. And again, a time to embrace change as well for you. Right, let's go ahead and find the crown. I'm gonna go ahead and read some of this energy. But yeah, this is the connection that you have to your higher self. Your higher self is literally a higher octave of you. So I feel like you're navigating challenges on earth as your higher self in physical form, okay? So, right to know, seeing through attachment and align with the divine will, cosmic consciousness, resolving issues of attachment or externals, going beyond attachment and the emotions involved beyond security, following the divine promptings within, I am source. So again, there's a very strong energy in regards to why would you attach to anything that keeps you earthbound? You know, it's almost like that's definitely a strong energy that's coming through. Do we move more to the left? Anyway, I feel like something's going on. I feel like the camera, I don't know. Anyway, your crown is a portal to the divine love. Allow yourself to be loved and to love. The whole cosmos is connecting to you, coming into your crown in waves of light, okay? So miracles can happen in your work, in your life if you surrender, okay? Some of you, again, this is miracles in your actual work process, okay? That allows you to progress. But yeah, your body is a divine instrument, emanates divine frequencies into the physical realm. So yeah, this is really allowing yourself to open up and lose the small self. It may be frightening for the inner child, but there are many opportunities for you guys to heal during this time, which is again to integrate and become whole in yourself. Let your family of light connect with you and commune with you. Your crown is also a channel of communication, right? For you to intercommunicate with these realms. The angels, the Pleiadians, the Lemurians, and the ascended masters all want to connect with you, give you many more gifts of light and gifts of communication. So let the light be like a stream that flows through your whole body. Now every cell is communicating with your family. Let your family come closer and closer, and let your cells vibrate faster and faster. As you explore these higher frequencies, you will get many insights, feel many insights in the whole of your body, but hold on to nothing, right? It's also about attachment. If you really admire a flower, why would you pick it? Right? For what you try to own. To love is to love without attachment, right? To attach is to control. So yeah, think about that for a minute. This too is like a stream of gold. Let the gold intensify, or any other divine color that you perceive. There is no right or no wrong, especially not when your crown is concerned. Simply allow everything to be, and to be in the divine love. Have your biggest filter perception become your crown, and you'll begin to look at life through the eyes of your higher self. Okay, Right, I'm gonna love and leave you guys right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick on for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. If you want to join our Discord server, that's also going to be down below. We have a beautiful discount in the Otter Spirit bracelets that are also down below, so feel free to check that out. And until next time, bye.